I am your man, Jay Muscle, back again for another session of Speak Ya Game. And man, we had two games in the NBA playoffs that went down to the wire, but only two teams could make it and get the W. And I'm going to talk about that. And I'm also going to talk about some games that's going to be coming up. But first, I'd like to give a special shout out to Total Apex. I write for Total Apex Sports. I write for football, basketball, anything else sports related. Total Apex does also cover other things other than sports. They cover entertainment, living, horoscopes, gaming. Go ahead and give Total Apex a check out and see if you might like it. But this is Speak Your Game. I am Jay Muscle, and I talking about the NBA playoffs because we had a couple games that went down and it was I'm telling y'all. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. The Denver Nuggets and the LA Clippers. Hey, I told y'all Kawhi Leonard was slowly coming back to his greatness, and he did just that. Yes, the Denver Nuggets fell to the LA Clippers. And yes, Kawhi Leonard, he had like 21 points last game. He dropped 39 on him this time. 15 from 19. It looked like he wasn't trying to miss. The basket was as wide as Texas with the way he was shooting. 4 for 7 from 3-point. Man, hey, he also had like 7 assists. No, he didn't have 7 assists. That's hard to have 7 assists. But Kawhi Leonard was holding it down. But the Denver Nuggets wasn't going to be no soft punks or anything like that. Hey, we all know the monster that Jokic is. He did get in a triple-double. He had 26 points, 8 for 16 from the field, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. He was playing maestro for the Denver Nuggets. He did have 7 turnovers, which I think did kind of bite him towards the end. But hey, he did everything. Jamal Murray, they said he wasn't feeling too good, but he still broke out with 23 points, 9 for 17, 4 for 8 from 3-point. He also has 6 assists. But hey, James Harden, hey, he pitched in with Kawhi Leonard. He had 18 points. Really wasn't a good shooting day for him. 7 for 17, 4 for 11 for 3, but he did pitch in with the 7 assists. Zubac, man, that guy was after bananas. He was playing really, really hard. 16 points, 6 for 10 for shooting, 12 rebounds. I could really say he was going head up with Jokic, making Jokic make bad decisions, take bad shots. The Clippers and Nuggets are going head to head. The game was only decided by 3. If you remember with game 1, that got decided in an overtime win. The end of the game was like 105-102 in this game 2. And if this series is anything like the first 2 games, we are in for something serious between these two teams. The Clippers were shooting 48% from the field, 38% from 3-point. The Nuggets, hey, wasn't shooting that bad either. They was 46% from the field, 43% from 3-point. It's just the Clippers wanted it more. It wasn't like the Nuggets were trying to lay down for them. It was down to the wire. Michael Porter Jr., he chipped in 15 points, 15 rebounds. He did have a slight shoulder injury towards the end of the game. Hopefully, he gets that corrected, and he won't miss the next game 3. That's of course going to be in LA with the Clippers. But this game is serious, and going to see what this game is going to be like for game 3 with the Clippers, their crowd energy. The Nuggets are going to come in. Man, hey, if we can get 7 games with these two going back and forth, we're in for some good basketball. But I ain't just going to talk about that. There was also another game that went down. Yes, the Pistons and the Knicks. Hey, the Knicks got a win over the Pistons last game in game 1. So, hey, they tried. They really, really tried. This is another game that went down to the wire. Pistons beat the Knicks 100-94. That's only 6 points. Caden Cunningham, he did his thing. 33 points, 11 for 21 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3-point. But he did chip in with 12 rebounds. Hey, he did his thing. Harris kicked in. He was kicking in last game when they lost against the Knicks in game 1. He still had 15 points, 6 for 11. He's still shooting miraculous. He chipped in with 13 rebounds. Dennis Schroeder came off the bench with 20 points, 6 for 10, like 3 for 5 from the 3-point. Hey, these Pistons are not playing, and they're not going to lay down. The New York Knicks, they played good, but the guys that need to step up, that stepped up last game, didn't show up. I'm just calling like I see it. I'm sorry about it. Hey, nobody's safe here at Speak Your Game, and I'm gonna call it like I see it. Karl Anthony Towns did not show up in this game. He had 10 points, 5 for 11, 0 for 2 for 3-point. He had 6 rebounds. He didn't show up. And it's just typical of the up and down roller coaster with him with his offensive performance. I'm not calling him a scrub, anything like that. I'm just calling it like I see it. When the chips are down, sometimes when teams are relying on him, like where he came from, Minnesota and the Knicks, he fails to perform. And it ain't saying that he's a bad player. I'm just saying he didn't perform this game where the Knicks needed him to perform. Another person that didn't really perform well last game, OG Anunoby. He only had 10 points, 4 for 10. Hey, you're not going. I understand you're not going to get much help. You're not going to play every game like you did the game before. Hey, you shoot the shot, either it goes in or you miss. But the Knicks are going to need that extra help from their bench. They had no help from the bench tonight. I think it was like 8 points from the bench. In order for the Knicks to get past these Detroit Pistons, who have been playing very, very well basketball through the regular season, they're going to have to step it up. They were shooting 42% from the field. They shot 28% from 3-point. That's not too well. They got to at least average at least 32 points to be competitive with these Detroit Pistons. The Pistons, they shot 44%, 22% from 3-point. Also at the same sense, shooting this 22% from 3-point, dealing with the New York Knicks that can get hot at any given time. Hey, that could be a downfall for the Detroit Pistons. What are we going to see with this game 3? Hey, it's a flip of the coin. Will the Knicks tighten up and get it 2-1, or will the Detroit Pistons continue with a 2-game winning streak to knock this series 2-1? Hey, anything can happen. But hey, I'm loving the basketball. This past night 3 of the NBA playoffs was great. You had two games that went down to the very last few minutes, which you gotta love it. You gotta love it as an NBA fan. But this is Speak Your Game. I'm Jay Muscle. If you like Speak Your Game, go ahead and give a thumbs up, leave a comment. If you want to do more than leave a thumbs up and leave a comment, like, hey, possibly come on to the show and debate a topic, hey, you could do that. All you got to do is shout out to me. Hey, I'm on every platform, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, any platform that you are on. Speak Your Game, and Jay Muscle is there. But I'm going to go ahead and go into night 4 of these NBA playoffs. Yes, we're going to go into it because we got 3 games coming up. And these games are serious. Well, every game's serious in the playoffs, I'll put it like that. But two out of these 3 games is serious for these teams. And really, to tell you the truth, all 3 of the teams really need this win. And we're talking about the Indiana Pacers, the Milwaukee Bucks. They head off, and the Oklahoma Thunder and the Memphis Grizzlies that just got embarrassed against the OKC Thunder in game one at 51 points. It was like the fifth biggest margin in NBA playoff history. They gotta reclaim some respect in this next game, or OKC is just going to run away with it, and it's off to the drawing board for the off season. The other game, yes, you know I'm going to be watching it. Lakers, Timberwolves. The Timberwolves came into crypto.com arena and acted a fool with the shooting. 50% from the field goal, 52% from field goal range, 50% from 3-point. Am I going to expect the Minnesota Timberwolves to continue this good shooting? Yeah, if they're wide open like like the Lakers was leaving them, yeah, any team's going to shoot 50%. I expect the Lakers to bite down on their defense, get their stars going, plus a couple of their role players, and it could be a serious game for game two for the Lakers. But they got to get this win against Minnesota Timberwolves. You got to go. They had to go back to Minnesota. They had to go to Minnesota for this game two. The crowd's going to be into it. You know Ant-Man's going to be going bananas. Julius Randle was commanding the troops in game one, so you know he's going to try to command them in game two. Coach J.J. Redick, please come up with a plan to slow these Timberwolves down, because if they go 2-0 in this series, it's going to be a tough road for the Lakers, and they need to get a hold on this quick. Try to get some rest before they go into the next round. Some little bit of light to shine for the Milwaukee Bucks as they face the Indiana Pacers, which Giannis went bananas, but he didn't get no help from nobody else. Dame Lillard will be playing in this game. So it might be a little bit more crucial for the Indiana Pacers to have have Logo Dame shooting Dame time on the court, along with Giannis. Maybe them two together, they can tie this up to one apiece and slow down these Indiana Pacers. I'm hoping so, because I want to see some good basketball all the way around, all the way through till June, till we get to NBA Finals, and I still want to see some good basketball all the way through the NBA Finals. That's just me. I don't know about you, but this is Speak Your Game. I'm Jay Muscle. I'm gonna get into these games that are coming up. I'm telling you. And before I go. Last time I was talking about WWE WrestleMania. WrestleMania 41. It just passed. It was a good show. But if you did not check out Monday Night Raw, the Raw after WrestleMania, you in for a surprise. Because Paul Heyman, hey, that's my guy, man. He will survive a nuclear holocaust. I'm telling you, nuclear holocaust. This man not only teamed up with Seth freaking Rollins, but now he has in his other pocket Braun Breaker. Well, that man's a genius. That man's a genius. Shout out to you saying Paul Heyman, man. But I'm going to get into these games to see how these NBA playoffs are going to roll out. Will all these three teams even it up? Will these Lakers even it up? Or will these Minnesota Timberwolves take a 2-0 along with these OKC Thunder? Shai Alexander didn't play a very decent game in game one. I don't expect him to have 2 bad games in a row, but they got the win with him playing bad. So with him playing good and the rest of the team playing good, it don't seem too good for the Memphis Grizzlies. But they got Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., they got Scottie Pippen Jr., they got Bane, they got a bench. They can make this interesting if they win this game. Hey, I'm Jay Muscle. This is Speak Your Game, and I'll catch you next time.